Welcome to the University of Washington. You made it to college. You guys are awesome. My name is Kanan Bill, and I want to help you succeed in your first year of college.
Hi you guys, my name is Tara Whitty.
Hi, my name is Jan.
My name is Jiwon.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Wen.
Hi, my name is Brian DeSono.
My name is Teresa.
Hi everybody, my name is Miriam.
I've been with the TRiO program for, I want to say 7 years. I started off with an Upward Bound in high school, and they pretty much helped me throughout the college admissions process. I don't think a lot of students realize how many opportunities come with the TRiO program.
I feel that the OMD community has been my home / my family. So whenever I had issues with schooling, whether or not I need to figure out my major, anxieties with that, or just issues on the family side or financial side, I could always turn to OMD.
I think what's most memorable about being a student here at UW was all the people that I got to meet, especially through TRiO. A lot of the different resources on campus and things like that, I learned from them.
I can say I needed support, like say I had a rough time in school or had a rough week or mentally family stuff was going on. They're there to support you as well, and they help me get through some really difficult times. Definitely talk to them, and talk to them early. Don't wait until your senior year. Talk to them first week of your freshman year. Introduce yourself, and they're really there to help you and help you with other cool opportunities as well.
Anthropology and biology.
Psychology.
An honors Bachelor of Science in Informatics with a concentration in human-computer interaction.
Political science, and my minor is education.
Business and social work.
Medical and anthropology and global health with a focus in faith studies and nutrition.
American ethnic studies with a minor in education.
So one thing I struggled with was trying to figure out what my major should be. I went back and forth on all the different majors and felt a little lost on what I should be doing. And it was really through the internships and volunteer work that I found the career pathway that I wanted to do.
I was born and raised on the Yakima Reservation, and growing up, there weren't a lot of information technology resources that were available for the general public to use. I wanted to study informatics because I really was curious about the topic of digital inclusion.
So I decided to major in American ethnic studies because my freshman year I came in and my TRiO advisor actually recommended I take an American ethnic studies course, and it was a great class because it taught me a lot about myself and a lot about others too that I never knew.
I definitely had an aha moment here at UW when I realized that pre-med or pre-nursing wasn't the thing that I wanted to do.
I was under this mindset that I had to do pre-med, but I wasn't quite sure if I was in the same boat as I was with others who were in the same track. So after a lot of time thinking about what I really wanted, one night around midnight, I was trying to study for my OChem. Well, I was trying to study it, but I couldn't because I was up all night Googling what were the nutritional facts for sweet potatoes, and I realized nutrition was more of my interest.
Learn your resources. You can navigate through the UW website. We have a great search engine, and we have even better resources for tutoring for students that are available, especially when you're in the IC or which is the instructional center that EOP and TRiO SSS provides for students in our program. But we also have CLUE that have vast tutors in physics, math, English, foreign languages, OChem, bio.
If you know there's a subject that you're struggling in or you're not that confident in, find out where that resource is. So example, I'm not that good at writing, so I found out where the UW Writing Center is, in the tutoring center, and I went to them and I introduced myself and I used them to help me with my assignments.
It takes a lot to actually come to a professor even when your grades are pretty bad and you need help. So I learned a lot to ask for help. I would recommend to ask for help. I would tell you to go ask for help if you need help.
Oftentimes, as an undergraduate, when I took really large courses, let's say lectures of 300 students or more, sometimes I need extra time with the TA or the professor just so that I can really get to know the curriculum and really increase my mastery of the material.
I suggest really that you guys go up after lecture or class and go introduce yourself to your professor if you have any questions, and that way you can kind of get to know them, connect them, and really maybe make that networking opportunity and see if you guys get along. You can always choose different classes. There's a couple professors in in my experience that I actually was able to make that bonds with, and I was able to take more than one of their classes and still keep in touch with them after I graduated.
Something that I had to struggle and learn to manage with was definitely managing time. I didn't quite understand how much time you also don't have as a student when you're, required to study an additional 2 hours for every hour you stay in class.
For me, I'm a student first, so I always have to put academics in front of any extracurricular activities I'm doing. And once I have my academic calendar outlined, then I fill in spaces for what else I want to do. So some quarters I'd like to learn a new sport or learn something new at the IMA, at the gym here at the University of Washington. Other quarters I'd like to invest my personal time in writing.
As a four-year student in POP and TRiO SSS, I was able to obtain and receive a TRiO SSS scholarships, but they also helped me find resources across campus to pay for a fund for my study abroad program. And the best part about the advisors here is that they make time to get to know you and provide you these resources that maybe that you will never be able to if you never took that one step to go see someone or make that appointment.
Get out and get involved. Don't stay in your room all day. There's a lot of cool opportunities that the University of Washington has. So I want you to get out, find some clubs that you're interested in, and try them out. Also, there are a lot of cool activities on campus, like sporting events, different cultural activities. For example, some things I did, I was involved in a lot of business clubs, I was a resident advisor, I was in hall council, and this year I'll be studying abroad in Brazil.
So coming from a very small town and transitioning to a very big university, my first couple of days here at UW, for me, I felt very lost in a large sea of people. And one of the biggest ways that I would recommend freshmen to, really find their niche, their community here, is to also join different student organizations that will be interesting to them.
So one of my most memorable events, or actually what you got to pinpoint my experience at UW, would actually just being on campus and attending the events and actually even going to lecture and socializing and meeting all these new people. It might seem like a drag to get up and go to lecture every single day or attend all those little office hours, but it's really what you're going to leave here with, and knowing those experiences and people you've met along the way that you're going to take with you.
I really, really wish I did this earlier, because people always told me to get involved. It wasn't until I moved to campus when I started getting more involved in extracurricular activities and things that made school seem so much more worthwhile. I think just by how much time you spend together, you start forming a sense of community. And literally all we did, we eat together, we pretty much just have a good time together. It's a family outside of family, so I would definitely say get involved while you can. Get involved early and really find a place where you're comfortable.
So I actually took the initiative. I received my internship by meeting with my professor. I talked to him a lot in class, and after the course was over, I really enjoyed him so much that I emailed him and asked him if he had any volunteer opportunities or anything that I was able to do. So I started volunteering for him for a couple months, and he ended up really enjoying my work, and so he gave me an internship opportunities.
I think one of the turning points in my undergraduate career was getting involved with research. Early on, as an undergrad, I was able to find different faculty who shared similar research interests as me, and I was able to learn more about my field through attending research conferences, actually conducting a research project from beginning to end, and presenting it and sharing it with my colleagues. A really important aspect of education is that you share what you're learning. And for me, research is a perfect venue. It's a perfect channel for me to communicate what I'm discovering here at the University of Washington.
Brazil was the best experience I've ever had. The independence that study abroad programs here provide is tremendous. You learn you take from what you learn in your classrooms and you apply it to real life in another country, in another setting, in another group of people. You not only see the world in a different lens, but you also get to experience something that you wouldn't if you've traveled alone to these places.
I was able to study abroad in Rome through the University of Washington Honors Program, and it was just one of the, it was such a beautiful place, and it was a place where I absolutely knew nothing about the culture. I didn't know the language, but I was able to learn so much more about the world from a global perspective. I was able to study a lot of the arts and the Renaissance while studying abroad, and this is something completely new to me because I'm a STEM major, I'm a technology major. I don't really have the time to invest in the arts or humanities, but studying abroad was the perfect outlet for me to learn more about the humanities.
So I'd probably say the most powerful study abroad experience was an OMD program that went to Brazil, and it was linked with anthropology, and it was such an incredibly powerful experience to me. I think before I left, I wanted to be in biochemistry and pre-farm, and coming back, I really realized what I really wanted to do in life, which was anthropology. After coming back from that experience, I really realized that that was what I was passionate about. And I still talk to them now, today. I still talk to my parents, I still talk to my friends that I made in Brazil. And I couldn't be more thankful for that experience.
Don't be afraid to go out and try new things. College is about exploring and finding yourself. So I would say, every cool opportunity that you see, take advantage of it and try it.
Never be afraid to ask. Ask for help. Ask when you need more information. Ask if you're curious about research, study abroad.
Definitely take advantage of the different electives that are here to offer, because once your 4 years are done, you're going to regret not taking those fun classes where you can actually find some passions and interests in life.
But I think the most important thing to learn from being here at the University of Washington is that sometimes you may not end up where you thought you were going, but that's okay because we all take different paths.
Take chances, step outside of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid to fail. And if you do fail, make sure you fail forward so that you're always learning from your mistakes.
It's very important that you try many different things, and UW is a great place in terms of how many opportunities, resources it has for everyone in any field. So once you get here, don't just think about doing well in classes, and try to get out there, get involved with clubs, get different jobs, and also take different classes to see what you want to study the most.
If you know you have a goal or a dream, I would say tell people about it, because you never know who can really help you. So talk to your advisors, talk to people, say, hey, I really want to go to this cool program, I really want to study abroad, or I really want to get involved in this club. You never know, they may know someone that's involved in that, and they can help you out.
My advice to everybody would be to just keep on going and keep trying. I know that things do get difficult in the process, and sometimes you get overwhelmed and you just want to give up, but the main reason to know is don't give up. Your dreams will come true. You will make it, and you're here for a reason, and never doubt that you're here because you're great and somebody chose you and you have something to contribute to this university. So never doubt yourself and just go as far as you can go and as far as you can go.
Go Huskies.